Well, these were going to be my last cigars today because of money situation. Wife's paycheck got cut and my paycheck's gone. Anyway, uh, it's been like that for a few days, a week or two, since the beginning of this week. Anyway, long story of it. No money. Very fixed budget to begin with, and without going into too much detail, I started smoking again. Not necessarily because I wanted to. I don't want to get into it. I would have to make a whole video on that if I even did that, and it's very well, it's a lot of things. I don't know if anybody out there should even know. But the long story of it is, this morning I basically put it to God and say, well, okay, I'm just going to stop smoking that. This is what I've got left. I've got these. That's all that you see is that I had. And it's good smoke, by the way. And when I finish those, I just won't have any money for anything else. I don't have money for groceries, a lot of other things. So why do the smokes? Can't do the smokes. Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. I might make a video on it. Man, I was fired up this morning to do a series of videos. So I was studying Lamentations 3 and some other scriptures this morning. 1 second. Anyway, I had a light. Anyway, long story is, I had a very interesting scriptural study this morning. I mean, I studied and it was great. It was like it was in the height, the very highlight, the very highest pinnacle of the time that I was really engaged in it all day, and I was just getting new things hitting me back and forth, and it was like that this morning. And it was just a joy. I'd love to do that every day. Oftentimes it's just a little here and a little there, but every once in a while you get that avalanche, and it's nice. It's really nice. Anyway, there's so many things I could talk about that, so I'm not. I don't know. I might review it again, maybe not. Make a partial video. There would be too much to say and not enough time to say it. But the long and the short of it is this. So I said, okay, Lord, I don't have the money. I know I don't have the money for food today or tomorrow. I'll have a little bit of money Sunday or Monday. But I had some cash, and it kept being impressed upon my mind. I've got sufficient ammo normally. So it kept, coming upon my mind to go out and look today, so I did. And it's basically my savings, and which isn't much. So I went out and got some. Well, I told God that the only way, this is before I got the first ammo, because I went to several stores, and I told God that the only way I could do this is if I had some money to go get something to eat. And I really liked the cigar, and I had a picture of the cigar in my mind that I would like, and it's an expensive cigar. And basically I put it to God, I'm willing to spend this much of my savings, X amount, for ammo. And if you want me to have more, provide more for me, but that's it. I don't really want to spend that much more, but it's so high, and I could always use it to barter or trade or whatever, or buy food or whatever. Get shelter. So I said, God, here's, boom, X dollar bills. Let's just say it's a $20 bill. Well, let's call it a $100 bill so you'll see. Let's say, God, here's a $100 bill. I'm going to buy X amount with it, and the only way that I could even smoke again is if you provided the money for it. And because I thought I was done for smoking. I thought, anyway, long story short, I put my fleece out there many different ways in several prayers. And I was steadfast. I was determined that I know for sure I'm not allowed to smoke anymore. Anyway, long story without getting into why I started up again, that's kind of how I left it this morning, where I was figuring that this was my last smokes. Well, I got a loving and compassionate and merciful God, and maybe it's not as bad as we all think that it is. Because, put it to you this way, I got out to where I was going, and I killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and I was able to buy a little bit of food product. Oh crud, you can see some of this stuff, can't you? Okay. Well, it's there. I just noticed it. The sun's so bright I can't even see my screen. I got some bullets, some more bullets, some food product. Another store, some more bullets. I'm not going to show you what's in here. I didn't buy all they had, but that was my money limit. But essentially, for the money supply that bought this and all of that, it required, I'm just going to say for instance, just out of curiosity, hypothetically speaking, say $200, $250, $300, whatever the number is. And that's above and beyond what I really wanted to spend. The long and the short of it was, I'm not going to tell you the whole story because I'm almost out of time. But they rang me up, and it was over $20. Just say about $20. Just call it, make it simple. It was $20. Well, it was way more than $20, but for simplicity's sake, it was $20 that I needed to pay for my food and pay for my cigar. Way more. I had extra left over that I had not anticipated. And matter of fact, this personal protection ammo, I was going to spend that money on another type of hollow point, and get a few more, a 50 pack instead of these 20s. But everybody's been out of these, and I happened to run across them. And I could have bought the rest of them, but I didn't. There were guys there buying on a credit card. Matter of fact, the girl at one of the stores went because one guy had some, another guy had some, I had some. She was like, as soon as they stocked them on the shelves, there was a line of people. I didn't. I just walked in, and boom, 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 they're gone. Now, there still had some other calibers up there. The first store that I went to was an Academy, and the manager at Academy told me that the big boss has basically put it to them this last week, 2 weeks, I think he said it last week ago, that they're going to start limiting ammo. If they get it in, it goes out. People buy 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. They're going to limit you. They already made the decision. They just haven't placed the signs. They haven't had the signs made and placed. It's what I was told by a manager. Academy. They want to limit your ammo. They said, who knows who's buying it? It could be anybody. It could be criminals. Right, okay. He goes, we never know. It could be, okay, alright. Anyway, who cares what they think? I'm here to tell you, to warn you. Academy has plans, and whoever else may have plans, of doing this. In one of the stores I walked into, they followed me out to my truck, got my license plate and all that. There's about 6 boxes of ammo. One guy, why do you need more than one or 2 boxes? I'm changing out my magazines. What's it to you? What do you mean you're changing out your magazines? Don't you rotate your ammo? I do. Oh, okay. Well, they had some undercover guys there. And they had some other cops in there too. A whole bunch of them. And they were eyeing me. Anyway, I'm probably out of time. I've got 2 clips here, but I'll wrap it up with that. It's getting harder to find, and when it is there, it's going quick. They're watching you more. Hey, they already know my name, my face. my license plate quote, even if it is without prejudice. So be forewarned. Get you a little bit of food if you can, some ammos. If you have one or the other, you can always buy ammos and use it to acquire food. Food for thought if you can do nothing else. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm saying if your money is limited and that's all that you can do, you do what you can do.